Welcome in, everybody, from the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. Metro State taking on CU Boulder here, looking for their first win of the season so far. Welcome into the broadcast, everybody. I'm your play-by-play announcer this afternoon, Drew Galliard. Andy McIsaac to my right here, producing the show for you guys here tonight. As I mentioned, Metro still looking for their first win of the regular season here. They've had a tough start to the season, going all the way back into the preseason where you lost some key figures to injury early on before the regular season even started. Doing the best you can, Coach Brady Reynolds here in his third season at Metro State as the head coach. Colorado native in Fort Collins, played juniors in the NORPAC League and also played here at Metro State in 2015-2016. Was the assistant coach from 18 to 2020 and is the winningest coach in program history. So I know he's eager to get his first win of the regular season here for Metro State. Let's go ahead and look at previous games here for the Roadrunners, going back into last week, earlier this month in October on the 11th, playing CU Boulder right here, fell 6-3 was the final before going on a 3-game road trip out to Utah, where so close to their first win of the season, 3-2 overtime loss to the University of Utah before falling 4-2 to Utah State and 3-0 to Weber State last weekend. And of course, last night, Metro was in action down at Joy Burns Arena, taking on DU, and falling in that one as well. 3-1 was the final there. So a lot of improvement, though, as you've seen from this Metro State squad, getting a couple key players back, also losing some players as well, as we're getting ready here for the national anthem, and we'll get you inactives here for Metro State. Players that are out tonight, you're going to have Kuzminski, who's out, Schumacher, who's going to be out as well. You're also looking at Mateo Martinez is scratched, as well as Aiden Tilton and Patrick Loeffler, along with Owen Trevino, number 14. Trevino, as we mentioned a few weeks ago, has been placed on long-term IR. He's going to be out for quite a bit. Hopefully he's able to return before the end of the season. And Loeffler, the normal starter for Metro State, he is out this afternoon with an upper body injury. So you're looking at Blake Reiner in between the pipes for Metro State tonight. An 0-1 record with a 201 GAA and a 9.923 save percentage so far this season. So only started one game, but only allowing a couple goals in that start as well. So good start, good way. You've got good players here for Metro. You've got a good team. Just haven't been able to find all the pieces and click quite yet, but you got to feel like it's coming. The breakout's coming. You have Jackson Tillinghast back, who's your leading point getter so far this season, only playing 8 games. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists already, in this season. As we go to the starters now for your Metro State Roadrunners, on left wing, you got Hank Cash, number 7. At center, number 29, Zach Jensen. Followed up, Jackson Tillinghast on the right wing. Back on defense, Braden Piper, number 4. Nate Fricky wearing 18 here tonight. We finally got our new sweaters. We'll get to that in a minute, so numbers have changed. So bear with me a little bit as I try to get everybody in the correct order again, as head coach Brady Reynolds loves to throw me a couple of curveballs before every broadcast. Nate Fricky wearing 18 on defense, and of course Blake Reiner in between the pipes. Starters now for CU Boulder. Back in between the pipes, Caleb Allen, who was the starter last game these two teams played each other here a couple weeks ago. Got that 6-3 victory. Also back on defense, Chris Valco, number 8, Zane Palachik, number 21. And up front, you have Ben Clark on the left wing, Dominic Alexandrov at center, who had a big game against this Roadrunners squad in their last matchup. And Brick Fisher, number 34, is going to be on the right wing for CU Boulder. Announcing the starting lineups now, then we'll have the national anthem coming up and the start of the game. We'll take a quick break and bring you back with the opening puck drop here from the Ice Center at the Promenade on Price Productions. Welcome back, and everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard. Alongside me producing this afternoon, Andy McIsaac and Sean Rosenberger on camera. Got a good crew up here in the broadcast booth. We got a good team down on the ice. Metro State still looking for their first win of the season, but it's never too late to start, as head coach Brady Reynolds definitely itching for that first win, of the regular season. They're taking on the University of Colorado Buffaloes, currently third in the BMHC. They've got a 5-3-1 record, 16 points in the BMHC, They do lead the conference in power play percentage at 56.3%, third in penalty kill, 62.5 with one shorthanded goal. Player you got to watch out for, David Levkis, first in the entire conference in points, 4 goals, 8 assists, and 12 points total. And you always got to keep an eye on Joshua Gennon. He's fourth in goals with 5 goals so far this season. Roadrunners skating left to right here from your camera angle, wearing our brand new beautiful white sweaters with the candy cane stripes on the shoulders, blue pants, blue buckets, and the barber pole socks as well. CU counters with their all-black looks, their alternate jerseys, with the Colorado across the front with the black lids and pants and socks. As we come back the other way now, dumped in, Metro chasing their own defensive zone to get to it. Valko picks it up, sends it in deep. Alexandrov in that far side corner, poked away. Again, got a couple of number changes here for Metro State, so if I misidentify anybody, please let me know so I can correct it, but I think I got them all right. As the Roadrunners now trying to get it out of their zone, they finally do. Alexandrov picks it back up. Little one-touch pass, sent in deep there by CU Boulder. Picked up behind the net, Blake Reinert, your starter this afternoon for the Roadrunners, his second start of the season. As a quick backhanded shot, knocked away by McLeod. Captain, nice little bank pass to himself off the back of the net. Top of the point. Shot, tip, just goes wide. Tillinghast picked it up the near circle, is sent it around wide. Chased after now by Cale Hall. Flips it, but not quite down. Knocked down there by Metro. And that's going to be an offside there on TJ McLeod. Face off outside of the blue line here. McLeod's lining up. And we had a little issue there back in the Roadrunners net. As face off finally taken, one by Metro, picked up by Benish. He'll send it in deep. Tillinghast chasing after it, picked up by Ralstad behind the net. He'll send up the far side, banks out to the neutral slot there. Still knocked around with it. Finally back out the other way. DePonio. His pocket picked. Knocked out the other way. DePonio, also another player to watch. Had a big game the last time these two teams met a few weeks ago, as Josh Goki lost a wheel there along the far boards. Buffaloes pick it back up in their own defensive zone. Up the near boards. Good forecheck to start things off for Metro here. You're seeing a little bit more fire than you did the last time these two teams played a few weeks ago. DePonio, it's his pocket pick, still kept in by Metro. Finally poked away. DePonio with it, sends it up, blocked, and take it back the other way. Tillinghast, that's Cooper Peterson, chasing after it, fluttered up and all the way down, and that's going to go right on net to Reinert, and we'll get a whistle as Isaac Neffs was chasing after it, trying to get a breakaway opportunity. Face off to the right side of Reinert. Alex Book there to take it for CU. Buffaloes win the face-off. Shot goes high and wide there. Messner, centering feed, knocked away. Messner picking it back up again. He'll poke it deep, chase after it. Stolen away now by Benish. Benish lost a handle on it. Taken by Gorsuch. Gorsuch in behind the net. For a cross-ice feed, nobody home. That's going to go all the way down. And another icing here for Metro. A couple of tired bodies there, unable to get off. And yeah, Erica, I do agree. I really like these these white jerseys here. They were stuck overseas. Couldn't get them in time for the start of the regular season, but very unique. I am a big fan of them. Puck bounced off the board there, looking for Segal. Flutters in the far side corner. Tafoya with it. He's tied up. Tafoya and Gorsuch. Tafoya lost his twig. Good job there by Margolis, tying up that free Buffalo. Along the near zone, or near board, excuse me. Getting taken by Gorsuch. Flipped up, but not out. Stolen. Brook with it. Book, excuse me. Chased after again by Gorsuch, and now Metro having some trouble here as the centering feed poked away. Up the far side. Segal with it. Sends it up. Margolis. Margolis, little one-touch pass, looking for Cash. Cash with it. Far side looking. Shot goes high and wide. Tillinghast, little clapper and a kick save. It's going to go all the way out to the neutral zone. Players to watch here for Metro State. Again, player to always watch for every game. Jackson Tillinghast as another shot goes in on net. Again, played only 8 games so far this season. Has 6 points, 3 goals, 3 assists so far, as he missed the first few games with injury. Looking at the captain as well, TJ McLeod, 5 points in 11 games, a goal and 4 assists for him as well. And Matt Clift as well, 3 goals, 3 assists in 11 games. So the captain and 2 assistant captains are that for a reason. Need them to produce. There's another shot knocked away there by Reiner. Puck still tied up along the near side boards here. Comes up to Valco. Valco sends it across far side. Circle. Shot blocked away. Puck in behind the net and ticked away. Comes loose in the slot. Shot and a kick save by Reiner. Sent up the blue line and out. And here comes Tillinghast. Tillinghast has an opportunity. Down the slot. Looking to the forehand. Backhand. Tips in. Shot. Rebound. Another kicked away. As we got a penalty coming up here on CU. It's going to be a hook. So Metro's first power play of the evening. What an opportunity there by Tillinghast. Tried the little fake Forsberg almost as he brought it in on the forehand, dropped it back to his backhand, tried to poke it in. And so we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a power play here for the Roadrunners. And on that note, power plays left a little to be desired here so far for Brady Reynolds' squad. It's sitting at 14% dead last in the BMHC. Going up against a very good penalty kill in CU Boulder. Third in the BMHC with 62.5%, a shorthanded goal. Tillinghast on the power play in the far side corner. In behind the net, little wraparound, it's still loose. Kicked away again, comes free behind the net. Tillinghast gets to it. Taken by Piper. Far side boards, Piper drops it off Tillinghast. Still in that far side circle, Tillinghast. Little one-touch pass to Cash. Didn't get through. McLeod near circle. Looking. Shot tipped, and it goes off a body. And the Buffaloes pick it up and send it up and all the way down. Clift is there. That would have been a 2-on-1 for CU. Coming back the other way down the near side. Cutting to the middle. Tillinghast. Couple of moves. Drops it off again. McLeod wide open. Slot. Kicked away. And another good shot there for Metro State. Top of the point. Clift with it. Near side. McLeod. McLeod near circle. Takes it down to the corner. Clift's calling for it. Gets it. Top of the point. Clift. Far side. Tillinghast looking towards the middle. Too hard there for McLeod. They'll pick it up. Send it in deep. Braden Piper with it. Piper. Tillinghast. Far corner. Tillinghast looking. Trying to shake off a couple. Back to the top of the point. Shot. Blocker save. Rebound. Loose. And finally in on net as we get a whistle with 45 seconds left to go in the power play. Some good pressure early on by the Roadrunners. That's the best at the power play I've seen so far this season. I'll tell you one thing, there's a lot of people who disagree with me. Cold coffee is the worst, man. Face off one to Metro. Top of the point there, moves on into the circle. That's Ethan Rose. Rose up to Benish. Benish has a lane. Shot tipped, and it comes loose. And another save on that one by Allen. Back to Benish. Looking. Shot. Blocked away again. Benish picks it up. Near circle. Puts it on. It's tipped. Goes straight up in the air. Glove down and sent all the way down with 20 seconds left to go in the power play. Metro State already at 10 shots here early on in this first period. Poked away in an opportunity now. Alexandrov cuts to the middle, looking, and it's going to be a penalty coming up on Braden Piper. Going to be a hooking on Alexandrov. So that'll negate the power play with only 3 seconds left, and then now you got to turn around and send your other special teams unit out there to kill the penalty. A little bit better on the penalty kill for Metro State, as they're second in the conference at a 70% on the PK. However, this is a very good CU power play unit. They lead the conference 56.3%. Face-off tied up and won by the Buffaloes, and behind the net, Stone with it. Top of the point, Alexandrov dumps it to the near side, Ralstad back to Stone. Stone cuts it, far circle, look, shot, and a glove save. Comes free in behind the net, and the Roadrunners not able to get it out. Top of the point again, Ralstad dumps it off. Stone has a lane, shot, and a good stick there by Bryce Margolis. Stolen away by Margolis, and he'll bank it up off the boards and all the way down, and a fresh set of legs coming on for the Roadrunners. Minute 20 left to go in the power play. Ralstad up to Alexandrov. Or excuse me, that was Brick Fisher. Picked up behind the net, Alex Book. Book, top of the point, Fisher. Back to Book, back to Fisher. Far point, looking near side, Ralstad dumps it, near circle, shot, Stone, he scores. Boy, that power play again is dangerous for CU, as Reiner came far out of his net to try and play it and just overcommitted just a little bit, as Stone, who had a big game against Metro last time these two teams faced, is going to get on the board first for the Buffaloes. See what any assists there, I'm sure there are. So we get those assists here for you. Boy, that's tough, though. If you're a Roadrunners fan, you saw how aggressive Metro State was here to start this game off. It looks like Ralstad is the only assist on that goal as well. But as I was saying, Metro playing a pretty good forecheck here to start things off. They're out shooting CU 10-4 so far with 11:50 left to go in the opening 20 minutes of play. As pass stolen away by Cliff. Some good contact there, but taken away now by CU. They're up 1-0 here in the first period of play. Metro State still looking for their first win of the season. Cutting in, right circle, shot. And up and out of play. I think that Reiner got a piece of that. They're counting it on the scoreboard, so I will as well. Want to again welcome in everybody watching the stream. Feel free to hop in the chat here on YouTube and give us any questions, comments you'd like for us to answer here on air. As the Buffaloes still with possession of it. As Smithburger lost a handle, now back the other way. Here comes Tillinghast. Up the far side to Cash. Cash, right circle, looking for Tillinghast. Stolen away by Palachik. Coming back the other way now for CU. Across the neutral zone. Valco will flutter it up into the far side corner. Chased after there by Smithburger. Valco picks it back up in behind the net. Tries the Michigan, lost a handle on it. Picked up again, far side boards. A one-touch pass taken away by CU. Looking for Valco. Valco fakes a shot. He'll send it in deep. Chased after there by Neffs. As Cale Hall almost gotten called for a hooking there. Puck banked. That's going to be no icing as Allen comes out to play it. He'll backhand it up the far side, almost off the referee. Taken now by CU. Little one-touch pass poked away. Metro with it. One touch. Looking for Tillinghast. Stolen away again. Taken by Smithberger. Right circle. Shot. Save, and the rebound comes right out to the slot. Bouncing puck. Finally sent up and all the way down by Benish. And not far enough for an icing, but Metro able to get a couple players some fresh legs. Halfway through this first period of play, CU up 1-0. Shots are 10-6 still in favor of Metro State. One touch pass, come back the other way now for Metro. Up the right side, Peterson, right circle. Low shot, rebound comes right out, nobody there. Oh, good opportunity. Labuglio just got tied up. That's the kind of shot you want if from those angles. Go low, far side, hope for a good rebound. Picked up here by Peterson, top of the point. Back to Peterson, but stolen away by C now, and back the other way they come. Hackett cuts over the middle, looking, little deke to himself. Puck comes free, stolen by Piper. Piper, pass a little too hard there for Labuglio. Again, I apologize, my spotting board's all out of order here because of the number changes. Piper, a little move, poked away there by Alexandrov. He's got possession of it to the middle. Backhand save there by Reinert. Metro just trying to settle things down a little bit. CU with a good forecheck here. Coming in over the blue line, Messner. Sends it in deep, chased after by Tillinghast. Tillinghast drops it off. Tafoya with it now, behind his own net. One touch pass, Segal. Sends it up, looking for Tillinghast again. That's going to go in on net, and we'll get a whistle with 8:31 left to go in the first period of play. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors here for Metro State, Optimex Sports, Game Ready Fitness, Ryan House, Bocce Beer and Brats, and of course Price Production, providing us all the broadcast equipment for this game and every game this season. And streaming the games live here on YouTube for free. Top of the point, Charlie Benish will send it all the way down, chased after by Ethan Rose. Kept in, Rose looking to get a handle on it. He's got some room. He's also got McLeod. McLeod, far circle, top of the point. Benish tries to send it deep again, too far for McLeod. He'll chase after it against Valco. Up the far boards, and it trickles out to the neutral zone. Clift with it. Referees tangled up a little bit there at the neutral zone. A couple of smiles there. It's a 2-on-2 now the other way. Fisher comes in over the line. It's going to be an offside with 8 minutes left to go. Face off outside of the blue line here. Levkis lining up to take it across from McLeod. Levkis wins it. And Valco will turn around and send it up deep. Picked up now by Gorsuch. He gets hit hard there in behind the net. Comes free, now back the other way for Metro State. The far side is Ethan Rose. He'll drop it off looking for Clift. Clift, good hit there on the far boards. Chased after now McLeod. McLeod gets a stick on it. Up, and it looks like it hit the netting up and out of play, and we'll get another whistle here. Offensive zone face-off here for the Roadrunners. Tillinghast lines up to take it to the left there of Allen. CU wins the face-off. They'll try to get it out, and they do. Chasing after now to Foya. Good forecheck by DePonio. Tafoya spins off his man, the far side boards. Little one-touch pass. Here comes Tillinghast now. Far circle. A little toe drag. Just couldn't get a shot on the follow-up, though. It did get a shot on. Good job there by 29, Zach Jensen. What a beauty of a play there by Tillinghast. Pulled the little Ovechkin between the legs there. Face off to the right of Allen. Tafoya lines up to take it. Or excuse me, that was Cooper Peterson as another shot went high and wide. Fluttering puck in the near side zone. Jensen chasing after it. Tillinghast is there as well. One-touch pass. And now back the other way. Neffs with a lot of speed in that far circle. Shot in the glove. Saved by Blake Reinert. And some extracurriculars there after the whistle. 6:54 left to go in the first period. Costco, thanks for jumping in the chat here. Thanks for tuning in as well. Face off to the right side of Reinert. Won by CU. Near side point, Stilino tries to send it low as there's a good hit there. Right in front of the Metro bench. Top of the point, Buffalo's still with it. Stilino lost a handle on it, tries to poke it away, and now back the other way for Metro. They'll send it in on net. And Allen will cover it up. Shots are 13-8 still in favor of Metro. Face off right side of Allen. Won again by CU. Metro's got to try and win some more face-offs here as that puck's going to go all the way down, but a good hustle there by Krasuskis to wave off the icing. Krasowski, excuse me. It's Metro again. On the slot, puck is still loose. Sent up but not out. A couple of Roadrunners there right on Krasowskis. Labuglio trying to get it free. Finally sneaks away. CU picks it up. Benish picks it up here at the neutral zone. Couldn't get a handle on it. It's just going to turn around and send it deep. Good hustle there by Margolis. And now back the other way for Hackett. Hackett lost a handle on it. Will go up against Charlie Benish in the corner. Picked up by Powers. Powers top of the point. Shot goes low and wide. Chased after and brought out of the zone here by Colton Gorsuch. Comes back in, picked up by Benish. Benish, little one-touch flip. Tillinghast, far circle, lost a handle on it. Still loose in front, though. And kick to the near side corner. Boy, Tillinghast has the opportunities here. And now back the other way. Another little toe drag there by Rick Fisher. Broken up. Clark picks it up, and we're going to get a whistle here as Tillinghast having some words with Alexandrov. Or excuse me, that's Charlie Benish. Nope, that is Tillinghast. Again, please forgive me. We'll get there. Face off to the left side of Allen. Margolis ties up his man, comes free, goes in on net, and a little tap there by Tillinghast. We'll get a whistle. Another face off to the left of Allen. Margolis wins it, but poked away by CU and back the other way, a 2-on-0 now. Down the right circle looking, backdoor shot, and he fans on it. And a good defensive play as well there by Preston Tafoya. Breaking that one up. That 2-on-1, I believe that was Chris Valco. Or no, excuse me, it was Ben Clark. Just couldn't settle it down and get a shot off here. Face-off's going to be the right side of Reinert. Alexandrov lines up to take it. Metro wins that one, but tied up, stolen away by the Buffaloes. As Margolis just trying to get rid of it, unable to. Is another shot, good block there in front by Tafoya. And sent all the way down. That one will be an icing. Yes, it will. We're going to have another face-off here to the right of Blake Reinert. 6', 160 senior from Thornton. Played in the NA3 with the Yellowstone Quake prior to coming to Metro. Alexandrov takes a big hit up the near side boards by Margolis. Margolis still trying to poke it away. Alexandrov, though, good hands as Tillinghast knocks it down. And Metro trying to set up. Piper, bouncing puck. Sent in deep by McLeod, chased after by Tillinghast now. Tillinghast drops it for McLeod. McLeod had Clift in front, couldn't get it to him. Drops it back, Clift, far side corner. Clift, a little spinorama. He's going to flip it up to McLeod. McLeod sends it up the near side boards. Picked up there by Benish. Benish tries to send it in deep. Got tipped away. And CU takes possession of it. Coming back the other way now with speed. Right circle, shot, save there by Reinert. Top of the point, Levkis tries to send it low, unable to get there. A little bounce pass off the boards. Now back the other way for Metro. McLeod, 2-on-1. McLeod right circle, shot it, blocker save. Boy, you had that far side corner. A good save there by Caleb Allen. Cross ice feed looking for Ethan Rose, gets blocked away. Levkis now brings it in. Near side corner, looking shot goes wide. Picked up by Rose now. Lost it in his skates. Rose tries to send it deep, comes away with it though, sends it back to his defense. Up the middle, bouncing puck, and again, Fricky just couldn't settle it down. Now back the other way for CU. Chasing in deep is Mesner. Mesner lost to wheel, and now back the other way for Metro. Here comes Peterson. Peterson over, and that's going to be an offside call. 2:41 left to go in the first period. CU up 1-0. Fans, we want to remind you to stick around here as well for the first intermission report. Take you through the highlights of the first period here, as well as preview the second period and what's going on around the world of sports here. As the linesman looks like he's having some words with the CU bench a little bit. Face off won by Metro, but taken by CU up the near side. Neff's with it. He gets knocked into the boards by Piper. Picked up by Brandhorst. Brandhorst up the far side. Back to Piper. Sends it up and back out to the neutral zone. Sent in deep. It's going to be an offside as Book was just over the blue line as that puck hit him on a clearing attempt there by number 37, Chase Mesner. .221 to go. Jensen lines up for the face-off, won by CU again. Picked up by Mesner. He'll take it in behind his net with some speed. Mesner up the far side. And here come the Buffaloes again with some numbers. Far circle, cutting into the middle. Shot, a save by Reiner, and a rebound comes free, picked up by Tillinghast. That's 3 odd man rush opportunities now that Reiner to shut down. Jensen getting to it. He'll send it in deep around behind the net. Tillinghast is there, up to the top of the point. Looking, Hall, puts a shot on, goes wide, comes free, picked up again by Jensen. Jensen back to Hall, top of the point. Looking towards Tillinghast, comes free in the neutral zone, still loose, and picked up and finally over the blue line. Down the far side now for CU. Right circle, drop pass, looking, shot, and a good defensive play there by Hank Cash. And coming back the other way is Margolis in a one-on-one. Lost a handle on it. He's chasing with Valco. And we've got a whistle. It's going to be a penalty here. It's going to be a tripping call on CU. So another power play opportunity for Metro State. They trail 1-0 with 1:21 left to go in the third period, or first period here, excuse me. 15 shots to 11 in favor of Metro. And a golden opportunity here to get a power play goal and tie this game up. Jensen lines up to take it to the right of Allen. Metro State bench making some noise. Face off Won by the Roadrunners, sent up but not out now, and finally cleared all the way down by CU. Reinert comes out to play it. Charlie Benish in behind his own net. 1 minute left to go here in this first period of play.
1 minute remaining in the period.
And we're going to get an offside call and another whistle with 58 seconds. And Coach Reynolds is going to get his #1 power play unit out there. McLeod wins the face-off. Picked up there by Tillinghast. He'll drop it off to Clift. Clift will retreat in his own defensive zone here. Drop it off. Set play coming up. Tillinghast back to Clift. Clift brings it over the blue line. Picked up and another offside call. Boy, bad bounce there for Metro. Got to go back to the home opener here as well for Metro State. On the power play, Coach Reynolds pulled his goalie in the first period of play with 40 seconds left and was able to get a goal in that one. Granted, they were trailing 3-0 at that point. Just 1-0 here as Tillinghast gets to it. He'll send it in deep, chased after by Piper. 30 seconds left to go. Piper dumps it off. Cash dumps it off again. McLeod has some room. Looking, shot, rebound, still loose and covered by Allen. And some extracurriculars here. He's Braden Piper having some words. See who that was. Having some words with Ben Clark, and I'll tell you one thing, Ben Clark, 6'1", 190, Braden Piper, 6'6", 240. I don't think Piper's the one to be picking on there after the whistle. 18 seconds left here in the first period. Metro will start the second period on a power play unless they score here. McLeod wins the faceoff. Piper lost a handle on it. He'll send it deep to himself. Gets to it, ties it up. Cash is there as well. Thrown away by Ralstad. Ralstad sends it up and all the way down with 7 seconds left to go. Quick cross-ice feed. Piper. After one period of play, 1-0 in favor of the Buffaloes here. Shots on goal after one period of play, 17-11 in favor of Metro State. So that's a very good positive there for Coach Reynolds' squad here. Again, you trail. That's totally fine. Just one goal. You'll start the second period on a 40-second power play. And a good opportunity here. You're still in this game. Still looking for your first win of the regular season. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll take you through the highlights from that first period of play, get you updated and ready to go for the second period, and get you caught up around the world of sports as well. After one period of play from the Ice Center at the Promenade, CU Boulder 1, Metro State 0. We'll be right back here on Price Productions. Welcome back, and everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard. Alongside me, my producer here, Andy McIsaac, Sean Rosenberger on camera. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here as the Metro State Roadrunners trail 1-0 against the CU Buffaloes here after one period of play. The only goal scored in that first period was on the power play for CU. As I mentioned in the pregame show, CU leading the BMHC in power play percentage with 56.3%. They showed why there as number 23, Calvin Stone, the 6'1", 175 forward from Denver, was able to find the top of the net here as Blake Reinert came out to play it, went a little too far. And now it's 1-0 in favor of CU. Shots after 20 minutes of play, 17-11. In favor of Metro State. They'll also start the second period here on the power play. Granted, it's an abridged power play, but they will be starting on the power play and trying to get this game tied back up. Again, the Roadrunners looking for their first win of the season. They've been in almost every single game that they've played. Closest they came was a 3-2 overtime loss against the University of Utah a couple weeks ago. And Coach Brady Reynolds here in his third season as Metro State head coach has had a lot of success here. As an assistant coach here in 18 to 2020, played at Metro the 15-16 season, and as the winningest coach in program history. So you have a lot of faith in him to get this team turned around. And dealing with injuries isn't ideal as well, as you have 6 players out here tonight. The starting goalie, Patrick Luffler, he's out with an upper body injury. And then you're also missing Mateo Martinez, John Schumacher, Joseph Kuzminski, and number 79, Aiden Tilton. And then, as we mentioned, number 14, Owen Trevino, is on long-term IR. He's unfortunately not with the team right now, hoping he's going to be back at some point here. But, again, you got to buckle down here and do what you can with what you got. As I mentioned earlier in that first period, having Jackson Tillinghast back, he was your leading point and goal scorer last season. 3-3-6 so far this season. 3 goals, 3 assists, through 8 games is all. As you look at some of the other players here, TJ McLeod, the captain, a goal and 4 assists, 5 points in 11 games. And you also look at Matt Clift, who's a starter as well, an assistant captain, 3 goals, 3 assists, and 6 points in 11 games. So you have the talent to do it. You have the players that can do it. Nate Fricky has 3 goals in 11 games as well. Hank Cash, a goal and an assist in 11 games. Cooper Peterson, same thing. Charlie Benish has 3 points in 11 games. Braden Piper, the big 6'6", 240 player there for Metro State, 6 points through 11 games. So you're not getting a lack of scoring or lack of opportunities. It's just a lack of execution so far. And you've got the talent here for the Roadrunners and plenty of time to do this as well. We got 40 minutes left to play. Before we take a quick break for the start of the next period, do also want to recognize and honor a former London Knights goalie, Jake Patterson, passed away, unfortunately, on October 16th. As a former OHL champion from Ontario, Canada. He played a key role in the Knights' 2013 OHL title win and back-to-back Memorial Cup appearances from 2011 to 2014. And sharing the ice with future NHL stars like Max Domi and Anthony Stolarz. And just want to express our thoughts and prayers and condolences to his family, his partner Chelsea, and their 3-year-old son Luca. Truly, truly heartbreaking as Jake Patterson passed away at 31. So did want to send good vibes his way to his family here as well. On the brighter side of things, we're 25 seconds away from the start of the second period. We'll take a quick break. Come back, we'll bring you puck drop here. Metro State's going to start on a power play here from the Ice Center at the Promenade. Welcome back in here, everybody from the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard, producing for me today. Andy McIsaac, Sean Rosenberger on camera. Metro trailing 1-0 here after 20 minutes of play. We'll start with a 39-second power play. Start this second period off, and they'll be skating right to left here as faceoff is won by CU and sent in deep. 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Matt Clift sends it up to Tillinghast. Tillinghast saucer pass down the right side, back to McLeod. McLeod couldn't get a handle on it. Bouncing puck to Cash. Cash lost it and sent all the way down again by CU. 20 seconds left to go. Good forecheck here by Corey DePonio. And now back the other way, 4-on-2 for Metro. Clift over the blue line, right circle, looking, wraps it around, little bad angle shot, and it missed. Picked up again by McLeod. McLeod, top of the point. Looking, Clift again. Clift, saucer pass, far side, Tillinghast. Tillinghast, defenseman without a stick, finally goes and picks it up. Tillinghast with it. Wraps it around behind the net. Turnaround shot and a glove save there by Allen as we'll get a whistle here as the power play ends. As C Boulders 1 for 1, Metro 0 for 2. A couple of quick shots here to start off the second period of play. Face-off to the right of Allen. Brandhorst with it. Won the face-off, but it's tied up. Sent in behind the net there. And tied up in that near side circle. Eventually taken by the Buffaloes. And we got a little bit of a scrum here up along the near boards. Alexandrov comes away with it for CU. He'll take it in behind his own net. A couple of one-touch passes here. Finally out to neutral zone. Alexandrov with some speed. Cutting in, far circle, looking towards the middle. Backhanded, or a backdoor attempt, nobody there. And out to the neutral zone again. Through the legs there, but sent in deep. Coming up the near side. Zach Jensen chasing after it. Taken away by Alexandrov. Cuts to the middle, lost his footing. Sent in deep by CU. One-touch pass, out the other way, and cleared up to the neutral zone. Buffaloes will regroup here. Alexandrov again tries to send it deep rather, and knocked out of the air here. Little no-look one-touch pass to Labuglio. Labuglio sends it in deep, chased after by Tillinghast. Tillinghast drops it off. He's looking for Zach Jensen. Jensen's tied up. Tillinghast tries to poke it away. Jensen comes away with it. A couple of players on Jensen, though. Puck is kept in, bouncing. Chased after by Jensen. Fluttered up to the near side circle. And down the far side, taken away by CU once again. Hank Cash with it. Cash, a little spinorama. Lost it, though. Picked up by Piper. Piper will poke it up. 3-on-2 now the other way. Jensen cuts to the middle. Shot. Kicked away. Piper looking. Still loose in front. And managed to stay out. Allen able to keep an eye on it. The net comes off. We'll get another whistle here. .17-18 left here in the second period. Roadrunners trail 1-0. Faceoff's going to be the right of Allen. Fixing his mask here, it looks like. Fresh set of legs for Metro State. Captain TJ McLeod lines up to take it. McLeod's been pretty good on the faceoffs here today. Cliff, little turnaround shot. Eaten there by Allen. Get another whistle. Communication here with the Roadrunners. McLeod wins the face-off but couldn't get a handle on it. Now back the other way. Chance sends it down the far side looking for DePonio. DePonio with a lot of speed, lost a handle. He'll hit the wall hard. And up the far boards, a one-touch pass, and back the other way. McLeod splits the D. McLeod to the slot, looking, shot, score! TJ McLeod on the breakaway ties things up for the Roadrunners. It's 1-1. Boy, what a rush there to split the D by TJ McLeod, the captain of this Roadrunners squad, and we're tied up at 1. Get you the assist here in just a moment.
Scored by number 24, TJ McLeod. Assisted by number 13, Ethan Rose.
So that McLeod goal assisted by Ethan Rose. And we mentioned in that first period of play and during the intermission report, players that you need to step up. And TJ McLeod, your captain, 6'2", 190 forward senior from Broomfield. Fourth on the team last season in points, 13 goals, 14 assists, and 27 points in 28 games played. And he also led the team in the playoffs in pool play with 4 points in 3 games. It's 3 goals as well. As Ethan Rose will get another assist, his 5th point of the season in just 11 games, the 6'2" freshman from Littleton. We're tied up at 1. That was the 20th shot of the game for Metro State. And now back the other way with some more speed. Comes Metro again. Matt Clift looking, shot in a glove, save, and we'll get a whistle here. 15:54 left to go in the second period. We're tied at 1. Face-off is going to be the left of Allen. Won by Metro. Piper. Shot, hits a body. Allen didn't see it. Taken away in the other side by CU. Bouncing puck. Coming in over the blue line. Looked offside, but picked up by Margolis. Given away back to Benish. Over to Piper. Piper. Little deke. Piper using that big frame of his. Near circle. Tillinghast shot and kicked away. Couldn't get to the rebound. Kept in there. Good look by Seagal. Tillinghast trying to fight his man off of it. Taken away now by Alexandrov. He'll send it up the far boards. Kept in though by Piper. Sent in deep. Tillinghast near side corner. Looking towards the middle. Nobody home. And now back the other way for CU. Alexandrov couldn't get a stick on it. Icing's waved off. Big collision there by Alexandrov on Nate Fricky. In behind the play. And sent in deep and picked up now by the Buffaloes. Another good collision there right at the neutral zone. That one's by Cooper Peterson. Sent all the way down, no icing. Puck tied up along the near side boards. Taken away now in behind the net by Chance. Chance trying to spin off a couple of Metro State defenders. Over to Smithberger. Smithberger looking up the ice to Neffs, looking for that little breakaway opportunity. Taken away now by Metro in their own defensive zone. Through the legs, we have a 3-on-1, the other way. Jensen, right circle, shot, and it just goes wide. Picked up top of the point. Lost a handle on it, sent to the far corner. Brandhorst tried to get to it, unable to. Kept in, though, by Metro State. Finally out to the neutral zone. Hank Cash is there. Cash sends it back to his defense. Looking towards the middle. Knocked down. Cash with some speed. Chasing after on Messner. Picked up. Brandhorst drops it off. Cash. Cash on the backhand looking for Tillinghast. He'll poke it to himself near corner. Taking it in behind the net. Up the far side. Looking towards the point. Back to Tillinghast. Tillinghast has some room. Top of the slot. Shot. Blocker save. The rebound comes free. Tillinghast again with it. Looking for the behind the back pass. Tillinghast back to the top of the point. Stutter step. Back to Tillinghast again. He's got more room. Looking. Shot. Score! Jackson Tillinghast, top corner. And the Roadrunners with their first lead of the night. Back the other way now again. Another shot just went wide. Sorry, I was sitting here waiting for the assist. Tillinghast is going to get the goal. And Zach Jensen is going to get the assist, as well as Hank Cash. And the Roadrunners on their 24th shot of the afternoon. They lead 2-1. Again, apologies about the dead air there. Just telling my producer, Andy McIsaac, how good of a job he's doing. Finally fixed the audio issues. Appreciate you, Andy. As the puck comes free in the slot, another shot and a save there by Allen. Boys are buzzing right now. 12:44 left to go in the second period. Roadrunners on top, 2-1. Thanks for hopping in, Charlie. Appreciate it. And if you have any questions or comments for the broadcast crew, please drop them in the chat here. 2-1 Roadrunners here, 12:35 left to go in the second. So McLeod went for a hit. Buffs were able to shake it off. And boy, Roadrunners are playing with a little bit of juice here now after that one. Good job dodging the check there, it was Ethan Rose. Had a collision there in front of the Roadrunners bench. Piper picks it up in his own defensive zone. Take a hit as well. Flutters back in behind the net. Blake Reinert coming out to play it. Piper hard off the near side boards. Picked up by Stone. Stone dodges Clift. Off the far boards. Into the circle. Nice little steal there by Matt Clift. Clift stops it in behind his net. Gives it back to Piper. Far corner. Piper sends it up to McLeod. McLeod sends it in deep, chased after by Tillinghast. Two goal scorers here for Metro State. Up the near boards, flutters out to the neutral zone. We got a foot race now, taken by Krasauskis. And good defensive play there is a hard slap shot coming from Brandon Hack at the 6'2", 184 from Harrison, New York. And we'll get a whistle. Shots are 25-12, still in favor of Metro State. Face off won by CU, shot on net. Blocker away. Pass by Tillinghast, who's looking for Cash, gets knocked down. Roadrunners try to regroup from their defensive end. Back the other way, that's going to be an offside here as well on CU. Face-off won by Metro. Cross-ice pass a little too far there for Preston Tafoya. But now Hank Cash has a one-on-one. Cash cuts to the middle. Shot just went wide. Good look there by Cash. Jensen's there to pick it up. Tillinghast takes a hit. Cash, spinorama, back to Tillinghast. Near side, looking towards the middle. Had Cash in front, goes off a skate. And taken away now by CU. Back out to the neutral zone. Sends in deep by Benish. Allen comes out to play it. He'll leave it for Alexandrov. He takes a hit, stolen away, and knocked back in behind the net. Metro with it. Jensen dodges a check. Picked up by CU. But kept in by Metro once again. Looking towards the middle. Has his man in front. Oh, shot in the save and the rebound again. That was Cale Hall, just couldn't settle it down, and Mason Labuglio with the follow-up shot. Speaking of Labuglio, he'll chase after it. Tie it up, Labuglio. Got his pocket pick there behind the net. Buffalo's coming back the other way now. In over the blue line. Here comes Powers. Powers puts a shot, save, rebound, and a save by Reinert. 9:42 left in the second. Get another whistle. Face off to the right side of Reiner. Margolis lines up to take it. Another face-off win for Metro State. Boy, the momentum has changed quite a bit here since Metro started winning a lot more face-offs. That high stick was negated, stolen now by CU. Looking, shot and kick save by Reinert. Picked up now by Powers. Powers drops it off, looking towards the middle. He got his pocket pick, now back the other way for Metro. Tillinghast down the near side. He'll cross over the blue line, pump the brakes, put a shot on, goes off a body, flutters down, picked up by Powers. Powers up the far side, Krasowskis. Up the far end to Hackett. Hackett with a little toe drag, goes off a body. Still in behind the net, Piper chasing after it, as well as Seagal. Piper picks it up, off the boards, up but not out. Stolen away again. Puck comes free, looking, Book towards the middle, shot, they score. Bad turnover there in the defensive zone for Metro State. We're tied at 2 now with 8:52 left to go. And it looks like Neffs is going to get credit for that one. We'll get you some assists here in just a moment as well. Shots are 27-15. And it looks like number 13, Brandon Hackett, gets the assist, as well as Alex Book on the tying goal there for CU Boulder. So we're all tied up again here. Back the other way, McLeod at the first goal. Knocked back out to the neutral zone. Fired in deep, rattles around the near side. Stolen away by CU. Smithberger tries to make a move. He stood up there in the defensive zone. Picked up along the far point. Sends it in deep. Smithberger with it. Tries to chase off his defender. It's Charlie Benish. Pass comes up. Knocked up by Ethan Rose. And all the way down, that one will be an icing with 7:48 left to go. Another pretty good crowd here for a Saturday afternoon for both teams. Metro's fans right across from us here. CU's got quite a bit of people here behind their home bench. Or behind their bench, excuse me. We thank everybody for tuning in here on this Saturday afternoon. Westminster, Colorado, I'm Drew Galliard, producing for me this afternoon. Andy McIsaac, Sean Rosenberger on camera. Stone picks it up at the blue line. Far side circle, looking, shot kicked away by Reiner. Rebound comes free, but finally covered up. We'll get another whistle as Matt Clift is having some words there with one of the Buffs players. It's Hunter Ralstad. Sure they were asking what the plans were for the rest of the afternoon after the game. Be a face-off to the right side of Reinert. One by CU. Getting down the far side, that was DePonio. Now back the other way, here comes Jensen. Jensen splits a 1D, lost a handle on it, still gets to it, leaves it. Tied up along a couple feet here, we're gonna have a whistle. And it's going to be a hook. And it's going to be a hook on CU. Penalties on number 71, David Levkis, who's there
#1 point getter in the entire conference. So another power play opportunity here for Metro State. Good chance to get on top. They're 0 for 2 so far in this one. As Clift able to keep it in, sends it down to Piper, near side corner. Piper takes it all the way around. He'll pump the brakes, try to set up McLeod. Shot, a save, the rebound comes right out, and a breakaway for CU. Coming down the middle, Neffs with it, looking, backhand, forehand shot. He scores. Boy, that's 2 shorthanded goals on the season now for the Buffaloes. And an absolute momentum killer here if you're Metro State. They trail 3-2, still on the power play. And that's Neff's second goal of the afternoon. I believe that one's going to be unassisted. Tough break here for Metro State. We got a chance here to tie things up on the power play. McLeod gets his pocket picked, spun out. Quite a few players were hitting the dirt here. Palachik in his own defensive zone gets to it. They'll send it all the way out to the neutral zone, not all the way down though. Good job by McLeod. Piper picks it up, tries to dodge a check, unable to. Ties his man up right at the blue line. Still free, Tillinghast tied up. Tillinghast looking, saucer pass, just a little too much for Hank Cash. Cash drops it off, Tillinghast with it. Tillinghast back to Cliff, top of the point, far side, McLeod looking, shot, kick, save. McLeod still with it, right circle. Looking for a pass, goes off a stick. It's going to flutter out to the neutral zone. Tillinghast comes out to get it. He'll retreat with 40 seconds left on the power play. Metro's going to get a change here. Dumped off the boards to Cash. Cash with it. Goes off a stick down the far side. Chased after is Jensen. Jensen's pass off the target. Stone couldn't clear it. He finally comes away with it. Over to Neffs. Neffs looking for his third. Shot and it went wide. Picked up by Ethan Rose. 10 seconds on the power play. Rose up the far side. Over to Segal. Segal's tied up. Far side corner. Stolen away to Foya. The circle. Shot goes a little bit wide and now back the other way. Alexandrov with it. Right circle, 2-on-1. Right circle looking. Alexandrov to the middle. Shot. The net comes off, and we'll get a whistle. Yeah. We're going to get a face-off here. Power play's over. Metro's 0 for 3 now. Face off to the left of Reinert. Tied up one, shot, and it went just wide. Good face-off look there for the Buffaloes. Rattles all the way down, though. No icing. It was off of a shot for CU. And they'll pick it up in behind their own net. Ralstad with it. Up the far side, good hit along the boards. Picked away now by Fisher, a one-on-one. Fisher, one-on-one. Shot off the side of the net. Centering feed still loose. Picked up, Stone, right circle. Side of the cage, Alexandrov. Far circle, another shot went high and wide, deflected. Stone, top of the point. Makes a move, stolen away now for Metro. And back out into the neutral zone. Chase after there is Ralstad. Ralstad dumps it off to Brick Fisher. Stolen away now. Had a Margolis in middle. Alexandrov with it. He'll hit the brakes. Good little hip check there by Cooper Peterson. 3:48 left to go here in the second period. Shot flutters in on Allen, and we'll get a whistle here. Face-off's going to be the right side of Allen. Tied up. Tillinghast stole it away. Tillinghast fighting off Messner. Centering feed, nobody home. Comes free again. Jensen near corner. Back to Tillinghast. Tillinghast looking for Cash. Tillinghast centering feed goes off a body and out to the near side corner. This pass behind the net to Jensen went a little too far. Puck's in up and not out. Oh, excuse me, it was out. Metro regrouping here. CU trying to set up a play. Chance sends it down the far side. Wrapping around in behind the net. Levkis with it. Levkis, top of the points. Knocked away. Here comes Cash, a little too far. Jansen's chasing after it. No icing. Cash gets to it, looking towards the middle. Tillinghast just wasn't quite home as the puck flutters all the way down. 2:45 left to go. Fans would remind you as well, stick around for the second intermission report. Keep you updated on everything that happened in the second period. Preview the third. As a nice move by McLeod. Loose shot. Score! I believe that's Jackson Tillinghast with his second of the night. Following up the loose puck here. Now we have a tie game. What a move by TJ McLeod. As he brought it down the right circle, went through his legs, it gets poked away, and Tillinghast right there to pick it back up. 2.5 left to go in the second period. That's Tillinghast's second goal of the afternoon.
Scored by number 8, Jackson Tillinghast. Assisted by number 24, TJ McLeod. And number 18, Nate Fricky.
And Nate Fricky with the assist on that one as well. We're tied at 3 once again. That was a beautiful move by McLeod. We're going to get a whistle here. And it's going to be a penalty on Metro. Yikes. It's going to be Ethan Rose heading to the box here with 1:52 left to go. So you just scored the tying goal, and now you're giving the top power play unit in the conference another opportunity. Again, coming into this game, though, Metro State's penalty kill is 70%, second in the BMHC. Face-off won by CU, but knocked away. Clift just didn't have the gas to go after that. He'll stay on the forecheck, though. It's wrapped around by Ralstad. Ralstad looking for Stone. Nobody home. Stone's going to retreat behind his own net to Ralstad. Comes free! And that's going to be a penalty. And that's going to be on Ralstad. See if it's interfering or knee-to-knee contact. Either way, glad both players are okay. Ralstad's helmet wind up coming off. So that'll negate the power play there. They gave him a trip. So trip there on Hunter Ralstad. We'll play 4-on-4 for the rest of this period. And Metro's going to start the second period with a 27-second power play. This opens up the ice a whole lot more. You want to make sure you have fresh legs out there. Jensen lines up, take the face-off to the right side of Allen. We're tied at 3.5 minutes to go in the second. Won by the Roadrunners. Piper with it. Piper looks to put a shot on. Alexandrov blocks it. Now back the other way. Good defensive play by Piper. Alexandrov still with it to the middle. Shot and a save there by Reinert. Alexandrov still with it. Top of the point. Cuts to the right side circle. Alexandrov, left-handed shot on his forehand. Hits a body. Picked up by Cash, over to Piper. Piper off the near side boards. Chased after by Tillinghast now. Looking for Cliff, tied up in front of CU's bench, and now a foot race. Tillinghast can't quite get there. Stone a little too fast. 1 minute left to go here in the second period. Roadrunners get a pair of fresh legs. TJ McLeod hops off, 2 points here tonight. Goal and assist. including that beauty of a between-the-legs pass there on that last Tillinghast goal. Picked up by Cash, 35 seconds to go. Cash down the far side, brings it over the blue line, looking, toe drags. Still has a handle on it, brings it all the way in behind the net, looking in front, shot, rebound just bounced over the stick there on McLeod. 21 seconds to go. CU back the other way, poked away by Piper, and another penalty coming up. It's going to be a trip on Braden Piper. So we'll play 4-on-3 for 14 seconds. That'll automatically negate the Metro power play coming up in the third. They called a hook on that. Looking at the replay here. I don't know if that was a hook, a tripping probably. As McLeod got his stick down, he's playing the puck. So we're playing 4-on-3 here. It's face up, tied up, won by Metro. They'll send it all the way down, 10 seconds left to go. That should all but do it here. Last second shot for CU over the blue line. We're tied up at 3 after 2 periods of play. And boy, what a second period that was. 5 goals in total. Metro State coming back to tie it, take the lead, and then lose the lead and tie it once again. Boy, what a second period that was. Shots are 29-20 in favor of Metro. It's going to be a tough start to the third period, though, as we're going to start 4-on-3. Then it'll go to 4-on-4 after 8 seconds, and then after 19 more seconds, the Buffaloes are going to go on a power play. So, got to buckle down, do what you got to do, and you're in this hockey game. Obviously, Metro, I think, is the best I've seen them play all season. They finally look like they're clicking quite a bit. See what happens coming up in the third period. We'll take a break when we come back, bringing that second intermission report here from the Ice Center at the Promenade right after this on Price Productions. Welcome back in, everybody, from the Ice Center at the Promenade here. Metro State and CU Boulder tied up at 3 after 2 periods of play. I'm Drew Gallagher, producing for me here tonight. Andy McIsaac, Sean Rosenberger on camera, doing a great job as always. A lot of action there in that second period. Let's take you through the highlights here. Go back into the first. CU on their power play got the first goal of the game from Calvin Stone, assisted by Hunter Ralstad at the 7:28 mark to make it 1-0. That was the only goal there in that first period of play. And then moving on into the second, boy, it just seemed like both teams were on it and could score at will. Metro timed the game up 3:07 in. TJ McLeod from Ethan Rose making it 1-1. And then Metro would actually take the lead 3 minutes later from Jackson Tillinghast, assisted by Ethan Rose to make it Tillinghast from Zach Jensen and Hank Cash, rather, to make it 2-1. Stayed that way for about 5 minutes before Isaac Neffs got his first of the night from Brandon Hackett and Alex Book to make it 2-2, and then Neffs would score on a shorthanded breakaway to give CU the 3-2 lead. And kind of got the feeling there that maybe the air was kind of taken out of the sails of Metro State a little bit, but Jackson Tillinghast doing a great job following up his captain, TJ McLeod. McLeod making a good between the legs pass to himself. It actually got poked away by the defense, and Tillinghast was in the right spot and able to roof it top shelf. That's going to be assisted by McLeod, of course, and number 18, Nate Fricky. And just what a rebound there in that second period. Again, like I said, that shorthanded goal could have absolutely deflated you as a team. But again, Brady Reynolds' squad is not giving up. This is the best game of hockey I've seen them played all season. Players are finally starting to get healthy. I know, you have quite a bit on the IR and not playing tonight. However, the team that is playing tonight, you're getting point production from the players you need the production from. Jackson Tillinghast and TJ McLeod, Rose, Fricky, everybody that you want to see hit the score. I mean, you want to see everybody hit the scoreboard, but the ones on the scoreboard tonight is who you expect night after night to get points on the board and will this team to victory. Again, still looking for your first win on the season against a very good CU team. And I was talking to Andy and Sean here a little bit during the intermission. Like, CU is a very good team and probably my odds-on favorite other than DU to win the BMHC. But I'll tell you what, if you're Metro and you can come out with a win after this against a very good CU squad who you held with for most of the game a couple weeks ago here at home. Final on that one was 6-3, but you were in it until the third period. You take it, it's a good jumping off point. Plus, it's your second to last home game for a while. We'll play next weekend as well. But as you head into the month of November and December, you're not going to see home ice for quite a bit, and that plays a big role. You want to have some momentum going into a long road trip, especially. After next weekend, we won't see the boys here at home until January. So you want to come out in this third period. You're going to start 4-on-4 for a little bit, go down to 5-on-4, and eventually have to kill off another power play against the top-ranked power play in the BMHC so far this season with a 56.3% average. I'm sure that's gone up here tonight. They're 1 for 2 so far on the evening. Got to come out in this third period ready to play. It's pretty much a brand new hockey game with 20 minutes on the board here. We didn't get a chance to in the first intermission. Let's go and take you through the out-of-town scoreboard here. We actually have some stuff going on a Saturday afternoon as the Avalanche in action out in Boston, taking on the Bruins. The Avs trail 3-1 right now, 14:30 left to go in the third period of play. Arturi Lehkonen with the only goal there for the Avalanche so far. This game just getting underway down in Tampa. The Lightning taking on the Anaheim Ducks. That puck just dropped here. College football, CU Boulder taking on Utah at 8:15 tonight. CSU up in Wyoming taking on the Cowboys at 5:30. UNC at home right now taking on UC Davis. They trail 24-17 in the third. Nuggets play the Suns at home here tonight as well. Looking for tomorrow, the Denver Broncos, 2:30 start time down here in Denver, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. That's going to be a pretty rowdy game there down at Mile High. And Game 2 of the World Series, Toronto taking on the LA Dodgers tonight at 6 p.m. Blue Jays with a, 9-run, 6th inning to get that big win a couple days ago. unbelievable. That was a great game to watch. It was a lot of fun. Looking forward to the rest of the World Series here as well. We'll take one quick break. When we come back, we'll bring you third period action. We're tied up at 3 here. You want to stay tuned here on Price Productions from Westminster, Colorado. Welcome back, everybody, for the start of the third period of play here. Metro State tied with CU Boulder here from the Ice Center at the Promenade in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard, Andy McIsaac, Sean Rosenberger with me here tonight. Metro State still looking for their first win of the season. They're starting here. It's 4-on-4 for another 8 seconds. About to be a power play for CU Boulder. Alexandrov couldn't get a stick on it. Eventually comes away with it. Alexandrov, one of the few players I've ever seen without any tape on his stick. It's power play now for the next minute and 7 seconds for CU. Far circle, Levkis, top of the point, drops it back off. DePonio drops it off. Alexandrov, near circle. Levkis, centering feed, they score. Tipped in front there on the power play, and that was a heck of a setup there as Connor Smithberger's first one through the handshake line. And Metro with some work to do here, just 53 seconds in to the third period. Do have some Let's Go Metro chants here. Trying to will their boys here to victory. See who that assist was from. Looks like that came from number 13, Brandon Hackett. on the first shot of the game here, or first shot of the third period here. So again, some work to do here if you're Metro, but you've come from behind twice here in this one. And you got plenty of time to do it. Benish picks it up the far side, kept in, top of the point, DePonio. Excuse me, that's Calvin Stone, sends it in deep, far corner. McLeod with it. Too far out of the hands of Ethan Rose. It's gonna go all the way down. Metro's gonna get a change here. Hunter Ralstad with it. Gets his pocket pick. Metro now, far circle, looking, shot, rebound, comes right out to the neutral zone. And both Cooper Peterson and I believe that was Colton Gorsuch just a little bit out of position. Valco, top of the point, shot, blocked in front, coming out to the neutral zone, chased after by Brandhorst. Down the far side, Gorsuch, big hit on the blue line there. Good job there by Colton Gorsuch. Still in a defensive zone here, Gorsuch chasing after it, as well as Labuglio. Tucked away there by Labuglio. Flutters in towards the slot. Taken now by Metro down the near side. Hit it off the stick there of Zach Jensen. And Gorsuch will retreat in the far side corner. He'll send it all the way down, trying to catch CU in a change. Puck got knocked away, and now back the other way. Tillinghast with it, tries to shovel it to himself. He does. Puck's bouncing, though, and knocked away from Jensen. There comes Fisher. Fisher tries to put a shot on, hits a body in front. Sent up to the neutral zone. Taken away now by Chance. Chance drops it over to Messner. Messner trying to send it deep, picked up by Piper in the defensive zone. One-touch pass, coming back the other way now. Here comes Tafoya. Drops it off, sends it in. Just out of the reach there of Hank Cash. Down the far side, too far for Alexandrov. And here comes Metro now, near side, looking, shot, and a save there by Caleb Allen. Good look there by Cooper Peterson. 16:25 left to go here in the third. Metro trails 4-3. Face-off won by Metro, another low shot. Another save there. That was Labuglio off the face-off. Margolis lines up, take it again. Won by CU. Taken away now by Ralstad. Ralstad up the near side, stolen away by Margolis. Stolen back by CU. And now coming back the other way is DePonio. DePonio cuts to the slot, dodging a couple of stick checks. DePonio looking towards the point. Top of the point now. Ralstad couldn't get a handle on it. Knocked away by Labuglio. A couple players collide there. It comes free. Taken back to the point now. CU, far side circle. DePonio, backhand. Goes off a body. Picked up in that far side again by DePonio. Stone looking. Shot. Saved by Reinert. And we got another whistle here. Face-off's going to be the left side of Reinert, excuse me. Face-off one there by Metro. So defensive zone is Tafoya. Tafoya trying to get it out. He couldn't. Rattles back in and around. Gorsuch is there. Gorsuch off the near side. Cliff just banging it out. Finally able to. Going to trickle all the way down. Icing's waved off. No, they did call icing. 15:21 left to go. Face off to the right of Reinert. Book against McLeod. Won by Book. Up to Valco. Valco tries to pass it across. Good stick there by Matt Clift. Valco one-touch pass in. Chased after there's Tafoya. Tafoya gets muscled off there by Book. Far corner, wraps it around the near side. Picked up by Valco, top of the point, tries to put it on. Still loose tip, they score. Boy, that's one you cannot put on Reinert. It's a little pinball action as the shot from Valco hit 2 sets of skates and finds the back of the net. It's 5-3 in favor of CU at exactly the 5-minute mark of this third period of play. And we'll see who gets credit for that. It was Valco from the top of the point. And Neffs was skating first for the handshake line. He might have gotten his hat trick. He might have gotten a piece of it there. And it looks like that one is going to get credited to Isaac Neffs. And I couldn't get the assist there from the top of the point on who took that shot. Try to get that for you as soon as I can here. And it looks like they're just calling that a Neffs goal unassisted, as the initial shot there by Valco hit it body in front. Now back the other way. Metro just trying to stop the bleeding here. 14-14 left to go in this third period. They trail by 2. Allen comes out, drops it off. Leaves it for Powers. Powers with it. It's one-on-one, poked away, taken by Labuglio. Buglio finally settles it down, looking towards the middle. Saucer pass up to Tillinghast. Tillinghast now cuts it in, looking, shot, just goes high. Good look there by Tillinghast. It rattles all the way down. Cale Hall picks it up, his own defensive zone. Tillinghast knocks it out to the neutral zone. Stone, a little spinorama. He's going to start the breakout here. Pass is a little bit too far for Fisher, picked up by Benish. Benish up off the boards, kept in by Alexandrov. And dumped back all the way down again. Shots are 32-22, still in favor of Metro State. Just trying to get a bounce or something lucky here. If you're Metro, you got to get pucks on net. Alexandrov cuts the middle, still has it, looking side of the cage, shot, he scores. Boy, the defense got distracted there by Alexandrov, and Fisher was all alone picking up that loose puck there side of the cage, and that's going to be Brick Fisher's first goal. At the 7:10 mark. And it's 6-3 CU. Eerily similar to what happened in the last game between these two teams. Heading into the third, a close game, and then CU broke it open. .12:30 left to go here in the third. Still some time here for Metro State. Don't need to sound the alarm quite yet. Gorsuch up the far side, was looking for Ethan Rose, nobody home. DePonio, one-touch pass, looking for Levkis. Man goes down, no call. He's going to be offside, though. Coming back the other way is Gorsuch once again. Off the boards, TJ McLeod with it. McLeod off the boards to himself and behind the net. A couple players collide there, comes free. And finally picked up by Polacek. kept in by Metro. Finally stolen out the other way. Pass to DePonio off a body. Grabbed by Valco. Good forecheck here by Labuglio. As the puck stays in. Tillinghast is there. Stolen. Loose in the slot. Tillinghast couldn't get there in time. Brandhorst on the forecheck. Trying to tie his man up. Good hit there. Taken away now. Back the other way by Fricky. Fricky in the far side. We're going to get a whistle here. As we had a tie-up in front of CU's bench. It looks like Metro's going to get a power play out of this. Alexandrov getting familiar with this Metro State penalty box here. So another power play for Metro here. Boy, if you can sneak one home, bring it within 2 with the 10 minutes to go, puts you in a good spot. Face-off's going to be to the right of Allen. McLeod, flanked by Piper and Tillinghast. 1, Tillinghast picks it up. That far side circle. Trying to set something up here, Tillinghast. Off the boards to Piper. Piper, it's poked away. McLeod back to Piper, near corner. McLeod, near circle. Shot off a body, flutters out. And tied up, finally sent in deep, chased after by Piper. He'll get to it, sends it up to nobody as Simpson able to clear it down. Some miscommunication there, I think, between Piper and Tillinghast. Gorsuch with it. Or excuse me, that's Hank Cash. Cash bringing it in now. Near circle, pump the brakes. Lost a wheel. Comes free. Cash still fighting for it. And CU picks it up. They'll take it in behind their own net. That's Stone. And Stone sends it all the way down. 1 minute left to go on the power play for Metro State. Here comes Cliff now. Cliff will reverse. Try to set up the power play unit here. Puck tipped, into the CU bench by Segal. We'll get another whistle. Once again, fans, want to thank our sponsors here for Metro State: Optimex Sports, Game Ready Fitness, Rhinehouse Bocce Beer and Brats, and of course Price Productions, supplying us with all the broadcast equipment and crew for this one. And you, the fans, as well. Thank you so much for tuning in here on this Saturday afternoon. Metro has played very well here this afternoon for what the score says. A couple of bounces you wish you could take back, but not much you can do on that. 24 seconds left to go in the power play here for Metro. That's going to be sent all the way down again. Reinert comes out, stops it behind the net at the halfway point of this third period. Gorsuch sends it up and all the way down. Icing's waved off. Allen comes out to play it. Good hit there by Segal. Top of the point. Benish. Benish has some room. Looking. Shot and a glove save there by Allen. We'll get a whistle. Not a lot of shots. Here in this third period, we're tied at 3 in terms of shots, but all 3 of CU's that have gone through have found the back of the net. Face off, won by McLeod, taking Tillinghast behind the net, center and feed, shot and a save. Allen sliding out into the slot and robbed Matt Clift. As the power play's over, Metro State 0 for 4 now. Matt Clift with it. And behind the net, drops it looking for Tillinghast. Still loose. Taken away now by Krasuskis. Snagged by Tafoya. Tafoya lost a handle on it. Sent deep. Holden Gorsuch sends it up. Here comes Tillinghast now. Tillinghast Has his passing lane blocked. McLeod, far circle, looking. Shot, and it just went high and wide. Piper with it along the near board. Sends it in deep, McLeod. McLeod, little backhand up to the top of the point. Kept in by Tafoya. And rattled out. Excuse me, that was Nate Fricky. 8 minutes left to go here in this one. CU not in any rush whatsoever. Good forecheck here by Metro. Brandhorst able to keep a handle on it. Goes off a couple bodies. And now back the other way by CU. Dump deep, a little foot race, right circle shot, and a good stick there by Braden Piper. Rick Fisher sent in behind the net, little wraparound, or little spinorama there by Braden Piper. Breakout pass now from Peterson. Peterson will backhand it down. Chased after there is Ralstad. Ralstad picks it up. Fisher now with it. Pass attempt block. Again, good forecheck here for Metro States. Zach Jensen's another shot goes off a leg there of Tillinghast playing defense. CU back with it now the other way off a skate picked up there by Benish. Benish sends it up to Tillinghast. Tillinghast. Breakout pass now. It's Cale Hall. Couldn't get a handle on it. Now back the other way for CU. Good stand-up check there by Charlie Benish, ending that rush as Tillinghast goes down. Coach Reynolds wanted a call. He's not going to get one on that. As Tillinghast chases after it. On the end of his shift here, looking a little gassed. Picks it up though. Top of the circle. Shot goes wide by Gorsuch. Coming free again to the slot. Shot and another kick save. Rattles out to the far side circle. 6 minutes left to go here in this one. Picked up near side, Neffs. Neffs with the hat trick in this one this afternoon. Top of the point, rattles out to the neutral zone. Taken away by Smithberger. Back over to Velko. Another good hit there in front of the penalty box by Ethan Rose. Puck free in behind the net. Smithberger. Far circle. Back to Smithberger. Lost a handle on it. McLeod sends it up to Clift. Off the stick there of Ethan Rose. Rattles back once again. Off the side of the cage. Matt Clift just trying to will his way in. We're going to get a whistle on that. We're going to get a penalty on Metro here. That's going to be Ethan Rose for a slash. Another power play here for CU. They're 2 for 3 on the night. Alexandrov, top of the point, sends it across. Over to Deponio. Alexandrov, Levkis, looking towards the middle. Clark wasn't there. Deponio, looking again, sends it far corner. Back to Deponio, top of the point. Levkis near circle. Alexandrov shot, hits a body in front, still loose. Kicked away to Deponio. Deponio, Alexandrov, top of the point, back to Deponio. Looking for Levkis, and a good stick there by Braden Piper. Gets it away, sends it up but not out. Alexandrov sends it in deep. In behind the net is Smithberger. Back to Levkis. Smithberger again. Top of the point, Alexandrov. Far side, Deponio. Looking back to Levkis, and another good stick there in the slot by Tillinghast. Alexandrov, Deponio, right circle, looking towards the middle once again. Piper, Levkis, shot in a glove save there by Reinert. Reinert with great position in there, flashing the leather. And keeping the puck out here. 4:29 left to go, 1 minute left to go in the power play for CU. Face off. Trickles back in on Reinert. We'll get another whistle. One by CU again. Top of the point. Taken now by Ralstad. Ralstad puts it on. Shot, save, rebound, they score. Third power play goal here this afternoon for CU. And that looks like the dagger. As it's now 7-3 in favor of CU. I couldn't see who scored that here. And that's going to be Neff's again, his fourth. It's going to be Neff's from Ralstad. Another power play goal, his fourth. As we'll get another whistle here, 3:51 left to go here in this one. Well, I've said this every broadcast here. You got to take the good with the bad. And in this one, boy, you're right in this game through 2 periods of play. And just a rough third period and a couple bad bounces that didn't go your way in this one. But you got to hand it to CU as well. Coming out in that third period, scoring on that power play, and then the momentum's been all Buffaloes after that. Face off one by Metro, top of the point. Saucer pass, Benish with it, has a lane, he's looking, tipped in front, just went wide. Good look there by Ethan Rose. Pass around the boards, goes through Benish's feet, all the way down, no icing. Excuse me, we have a power play on this. I missed that. It's Tillinghast over the blue line, looking, shot off a body in the near side corner here. And it looks like that penalty is on Eli Powers. He's in the box here, so another power play opportunity for Metro. And again, you're down by 4, but if you can score on this, what a momentum changer. As another shot and another kick save. Tillinghast with it. Looking towards the top. Benish. Down low, tipped in front again, picked up by CU, and they'll send it all the way down. .249 left to go here in the third. Minute left on the power play for Metro State. And some more miscommunication taken away now. DePonio, near side, will take it into the corner. Chased after by Benish. McLeod's there. McLeod now back the other way, 3-on-2. McLeod bringing it down the right side over the blue line. Drops it. Cash looking. Shot just went low and wide. Tillinghast gets to it. Piper pokes it up. Just out of the reach of McLeod. Stolen away. Cash, side of the cage, looking towards the middle. And nobody there. Tillinghast was open. As the puck goes off a stick and all the way down, Cliff comes out to play it. Cliff sends it up. Cash, one-touch pass. McLeod looking, top of the point. Shot, shoulder save. Good look by Fricky. Top of the point. Cliff, another shot. Save again. Cliff able to keep it in. Power plays over for Metro. 0 for 5 on the afternoon. Cliff, turnaround pass. Bring it back the other way. Fricky tries to put a shot on, goes off a body in front. Minute and a half left to go. Fans, stick around for the post-game show as well. We have a 3-on-1 back the other way for CU. Tipped in front, went wide. And we'll take you through, wrap this one up and take you through the upcoming games here for Metro State as well. As the Roadrunners still looking for that elusive first win of the season here with 1 minute left to go. Alexandrov down the right circle now, looking to the slot. Shot, save, and another rebound save there by Reinert. And some pushing and shoving after a late poke there by Alexandrov. With 51 seconds left, another whistle here. As we're going to get some penalties here. Heading off the ice, Cooper Peterson and number 28, Ben Clark. I'm guessing matching penalties with only 51 seconds left. Not wanting to push anything further here if you're the refereeing crew. We'll play 4-on-4 to end this one here. It's going to be Peterson and Ben Clark for roughing. As Metro wins the faceoff here, 45 seconds left to go in this one. Bouncing puck, Benish with it. Trying to start some kind of breakout here for Metro. Still not done yet. As CU steals it over the blue line. Shot and a save. The rebound comes loose. It's still loose and knocked away. Buffalo's with it. Top of the point. Far circle. Cross ice feed. Nobody home. 20 seconds left to go in this one. Pass was just a little too far. Taken away now by Chance. Chance up to Polacek. Excuse me, that's Eli Powers rather, as his shot went wide. Hackett looking in front, dodges a check. And 2 seconds left to go here, and that's going to do it. Metro still looking for their first win. Is had some extracurriculars there after the whistle, but nothing came of it here. Tonight's final 7-3 in favor of CU. We'll take a quick break and come back. We'll bring you that post-game show right here on Price Productions. Welcome back, everybody, from the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. Final score of this afternoon's game, 7-3 in favor of the CU Buffaloes. So tough one for Metro State. They continue to look for that elusive first win, but played well through the first 40 minutes. And then again, that early power play goal for CU, just too much to overcome. It was pretty rough there, as you see it on the scorebook here, it pops up. It was 3-3 after 2 periods of play, and CU just ran away with it there in that third. And again, I say this every game here so far, you got to take the good with the bad. Metro played pretty well there through the first 40 minutes of play, and did everything they possibly could to win this hockey game. And a couple bad bounces there, especially. Nothing that Blake Reiner, not his fault, especially that goal there by Neffs that was Valco took the initial shot, went off the body, back to Neffs, and he was able to shelf it. So let's take you through the scoring here. Back in the first period, only one goal was scored there. 7:28 into the period, Calvin Stone from Ralstad on the power play made it 1-0 CU. Then into the second, just 3:07 in, McLeod getting his second goal of the season from Ethan Rose, made it 1-1, and the Metro took a lead. Jackson Tillinghast from Zach Jensen and Hank Cash at the 6:45 mark, made it 2-1. CU answered back as Isaac Neffs got his first of 4 in this one to tie the game back up from Hackett and Book, and 2 minutes later got his second unassisted on a breakaway short-handed to make it 3-2 in favor of CU. Metro would tie it one more time there in the second, as Tillinghast from McLeod and Fricky, even strength, made it 3-3 with 2:35 left in the second. And moving on into the third, it was all CU. As Smithberger on the power play from Hackett, just 53 seconds in, made it 4-3. Following that up, Neffs unassisted, 5-3. Fisher from Alexandrov, 6-3. And Neffs again on the power play for his 4th goal of the afternoon at the 15:43 mark, made it 7-3 CU. Good news, though, again, for the Roadrunners. Final shots on goal was all Roadrunners, as the final shots were 38-25 in favor of Metro State. But again, special teams this afternoon is what absolutely killed Metro State. Give up 3 power play goals, a shorthanded goal. That's something to definitely clean up and work on over the next week. As you played a game last night against DU, you lost 3-1. It was really tough, really close, and an unfortunate ending to that one. And then coming in and you held with a very good CU squad through 40 minutes of play. Granted, wasn't quite enough, but it was a pretty darn good game there for Metro State. Can't hang your heads on it for too long. I know Coach Reynolds is frustrated. The players are frustrated. But the wins will come, and the team can do it. You show through the first 40 minutes of play that the team has the ability to do it. You just have to buckle down and execute on plays. A lot of the cross-ice passes and stuff kept getting intercepted. And, again, special teams. You got to lock down on the power play and find the back of the net. You're sitting at 14%. It's going to go down after this game as well, going over. And penalty kill, just got to stop. Can't give up those shorthanded goals. And that's really what killed the momentum there for Metro State. They did score after that to tie it up again, but you could just feel it. Going into the third period, you're shorthanded again. CU getting that goal by Smithberger and just wrapped it up. So a lot to improve on as always, but again, you held with CU the entire game. Had a bad period, and unfortunately sometimes that's just the way it goes, and you don't get bounces your way here. 3 stars to the game here in this one. Your third star, Jackson Tillinghast, with 2 goals on the night. Number 2, giving it to Brick Fisher, who got his first goal of the season. Congratulations to him. And the number 1 star, Isaac Neffs from CU, with 4 goals on the evening. Previewing upcoming games here for Metro State. We'll be right back at it next Saturday, November 1st at 1:30. Again, puck drop against CSU. A little chance for revenge. You got a rough one last month against the Rams. You want to come out and try and win that game. Not only get your first win of the season, but avenge that tough loss there against a team that you thought you were going to beat. And try and get a little bit of revenge here on CSU before a long road trip. As after that game next week here at home. We won't see Metro at home again until January 16th as the Roadrunners head to Wisconsin, and they'll play University of Wisconsin on the 6th, CUW on the 7th and 8th. Heading down to have a couple weeks off, and then to Wyoming to close out the month of November. And then in December, only 2 games against New Mexico, and then you're off for the holiday break. So we'll be right back here next week as the search continues for that elusive first win for Brady Reynolds and his squad here for Metro State. I want to give a big thanks and shout out to our social media team here at Metro State. Do a great job. Follow us on Instagram as well at ACHA MSU Hockey. And I want to give a big thanks to my producer here, Andy McIsaac, and our great, fantastic camera operator, Sean Rosenberger. Always a pleasure to have you fellas here with me, and I really appreciate all the work you guys do. I know Andy's sitting here texting away. I hope that's technical questions you're asking our boss. It is? Well, I want to give a big thank you to you guys, and again, the social media crew here for MSU. Couldn't do it without you guys. Once again, final score 7-3 in favor of CU over Metro State University. We'll see you next Saturday. Once again, I'm Drew Galliard. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.